This is CBS2 News This Morning.
Civil fraud case today. What this means for his future company and business dealings in New York. Plus,
we have to, as a community, determine how our community is going to exist.
A building planned for luxury apartments now turning into a shelter. Why neighbors say they were blindsided.
And we're kicking off our next class act. Our Chris Wragge is live from Newark Arts High School. We are talking to some very talented students, and wow, we can feel the excitement.
Good morning. It is Friday, February 16th. I'm Cindy Hsu.
I'm Mary Kelly. Welcome to CBS2 News This Morning. As we mentioned, it's a Class Act Friday. So our Chris Wragge is live from Newark Arts High School in New Jersey. Chris, good morning.
Mary, good morning to you. Boy, I tell you, what a great morning we have here at Arts High School in Newark, New Jersey. You want to talk about artistic, academic, sprinkle in some great athletics, and we have what is going to be an amazing class act for today. Cannot wait to introduce you to the student body, the principal, and the great programs that this high school has to offer. All of that is coming up. But Tony, let's get back to you in the studio for an update on that forecast.
Hey, good morning, Chris. Looking forward to it. How come I'm here and you're not, though? We'll forgive you, though, because it's class act.
Sorry about that.
We're excited for it on this Friday. I got to tell folks, though, who are heading outside this morning, the first thing you're going to notice, and I don't usually start with this, but it's the wind. You step outside, it's like, hello. These are the winds right now, sustained 10 to 15 miles per hour. We just checked Poughkeepsie, gust 40 plus. So you're out driving on these bridges, make sure you got both hands on the wheel. You're going to feel it. You're up in some of those higher buildings. You're feeling it as well. And of course, it's driving the feels like temperatures. While the numbers are up with the south wind, those winds have turned around and they're clocking those temperatures that are in the 30s at this point, making it feel like 20s in many spots. So it's not the teens we had earlier this week, but certainly a chill in the air for sure. By the way, not a whole lot of snow left from what we had yesterday, so it's going to be a dry start to the day. Watch out for some slick roads, especially where we had a little bit more areas to the north. But we got another system to track. You see it to the west there. We are talking about that yellow alert forecast. Mary and Cindy, when I see you just a bit.
Tony, thank you. 5:01 today. A decision is expected in New York State civil fraud trial involving former President Donald Trump and his businesses.
Meantime, there are developments in other Trump cases. CBS 2's Elijah Westbrook is live outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Good morning, Elijah.
Good morning, Cindy and Mary. Well, as we've been seeing, it's really been a busy week for Donald Trump and his legal cases, starting with his civil fraud trial. Sources close to that case is telling us that a decision could be made by a judge at some point today. So, of course, we're live right now in Lower Manhattan waiting for that to come down. If he's found guilty, we're hearing that he could face millions of dollars in penalties.
Donald Trump is expected to learn Friday if he'll have to cough up $370 million and cut his business doings in New York State in a civil fraud case brought up by New York Attorney General Letitia James. The judge in this case has already ruled that Trump inflated his wealth on financial statements given to banks and insurers to make deals and secure loans. Following closing arguments in January, the former president had this to say in the courthouse hallway.
And they should pay me damages.
It's been a significant week on the former president's legal calendar. On Thursday, a New York judge ruled the first criminal trial against Trump in U.S. history will begin March 25th. This trial centers around a payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels, who claims they had an affair. Trump is accused of falsifying records to hide a series of payments to his former lawyer and fixer Michael Cohen. The payments are alleged to be reimbursements to Daniels to keep her quiet before the 2016 election. Meanwhile, in Georgia,
do you think I'm on trial? These people are on trial for trying to steal an election in 2020.
A disgusted Fulton County DA, Fani Willis, fuming as she testifies in court during a hearing on whether she should be removed from the election interference case against Trump. She's being accused of having a relationship with another prosecutor. Willis strongly denies that a personal romance with the colleague presents a conflict of interest.
Let me tell you which one you lied in. Right here. I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth. Judge, and it is a lie. It is a lie.
And back out here live, Willis is expected to take the stand once again today, going back to Donald Trump's civil fraud case. Once again, he is expected to learn about the decision by a judge around this afternoon. And we are live this morning from Lower Manhattan. Elijah Westbrook, CBS 2 News.
Elijah, thank you. And be sure to stay with CBS 2. We'll bring you the decision in that civil case as soon as it comes down live on our streaming platform, CBS News New York.
A teenager is now charged with murder in a deadly subway station shooting.
Let's get right to CBS 2's Christina Fan. She is live at Bronx Criminal Court with more on this. Christina.
Mary and Cindy, good morning. Police say that 16-year-old suspect will be charged as an adult. He is accused of murder as well as 5 counts of attempted murder. Investigators believe he and 2 others opened fire during a gang dispute on a Bronx subway platform during Monday's rush hour. The shooting injured 5 people and killed 35-year-old Obed Beltran Sanchez, an innocent bystander and father of 2 from Mexico. His wife says Monday was their 14th anniversary.
It's just ridiculous. I don't understand these kids nowadays. What are they doing? What are they thinking?
Among the others hurt in the crossfire, a 14-year-old who is now in custody. Police say that teen was involved in a shooting in January that may have led to the subway gunfight. Police are still searching for a 3rd suspect involved in Monday's shooting, and meanwhile, that 16-year-old suspect is expected to be arraigned here in court this morning. Reporting live from Bronx Criminal Court, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
Christina, thank you. With control of the House of Representatives hanging in the balance, New York State's Independent Redistricting Commission is proposing a new set of district lines.
Yeah, take a look. These maps show the shifting boundaries in the counties north of New York City from before 2022 up to today. The latest proposal includes only a few select changes. The lines still have to be approved by the state legislature. The new maps also show only a few changes in New York City and Long Island.
A surprise appearance from Mayor Adams last night at a community meeting in Harlem as residents responded to the city's plans to establish a new temporary shelter for asylum seekers.
It comes after residents spotted activity this week at the site of a luxury building that has been vacant for a decade. The mayor answered questions from residents, many who say a new shelter should be used for New Yorkers. And in a change of course, the mayor agreed and said the Harlem building will not be used to house migrants. The building will instead be used as a shelter for long-term New York City families. City officials have not yet announced a timeline for when the new shelter will open.
And it's Class Act Friday. Today we are live from Newark Arts High School in New Jersey.
Let's send it back out to Chris Wragge. Chris.
We want to welcome you to what is one of the shining stars in the Newark public school system. We have got a great turnout this morning here in Newark, New Jersey. It is Arts High School, and we are going to introduce you to this amazing student body whose talents and accomplishments are beyond comprehension at this young age when we come back. CBS 2 News this morning. It's another Class Act Friday. We are live from Newark Arts High School in Newark, New Jersey. This is the first in the nation arts high school established back in 1931. Academically, artistically, athletically, the school has something for everybody, and we cannot wait to introduce you to the student body here this morning. It is a great place, and we have got a great turnout here this morning on this Class Act Friday. But first, let's get back to Tony in the studio with an update on your forecast. Tony?
Good morning there, Chris. Love seeing that artwork. Love seeing that excitement from the kids. Excited to be up even earlier on a Friday. Good stuff. 5:10 right now as we get you out the door. Where, yeah, waking up with a little bit of a chill in the air for sure. The air temperature doesn't say it, but it didn't tell us the full story. 39 right now, feels like about 10 degrees colder when you catch that breeze, and it's certainly something you are going to feel out that door here this morning. We got a gusty chill. Things do kind of pick up the later we go here through this afternoon, so something to kind of keep in mind as we start to get us a little bit middle round of snow, but then we're going to start to quiet things down. So it's one more quick hitting snow event before conditions start to quiet out. I think most of next week, the rest of the holiday weekend looks just fine. But heading out the door, make sure you are layered up, the coats, the hats, the gloves, for sure. Even a quick walk in the dog. You'll be glad you had a scarf, that's for sure, especially with that breeze. Quick check on conditions right now. We still have a couple quick flakes flying. You see there parts of Fairfield County, otherwise Sullivan and Ulster. But the big picture shows the system we're watching. So one system is passing us by, but we got another one downloading to our west. This one will take more of a southern track, so it's not going to be here in a hurry. We think it gets here by overnight. And here is the latest on this. So we've got the yellow alert for where we now have winter weather advisories shaded in purple, and the impact there is really going to be travel early on your Saturday, assuming you're up very early. So keep that in mind to late tonight, early tomorrow situation with perhaps a little bit of a robust thump of snow, moderate snowfall, slippery roads, the main concern. Quick check at Futurecast. So it's a quiet start. Enjoy the sun before the clouds build. Then things start to change. There's that snowfall. Your 7-day forecast features, while we get that quick hitting snow shower tonight, the rest of the weekend. I know it's not last weekend where we were near records in 60, but it's not bad with sunshine.
Yeah, you're right. Not bad. It's true. I mean, maybe just a couple of degrees higher would be nice.
We're getting there.
All right, Tony, thanks. Let's get you to First Alert Traffic and see how your commute is this morning. Hi, Guy Stanier.
Good morning, Mary. We have a big problem in the Bronx. You can see just standstill traffic on the eastbound side of the Cross Bronx. An accident investigation has all lanes closed just past Jerome Avenue. Police are diverting all traffic off at Jerome. This is causing a huge delay all the way back to the George Washington Bridge, where we already have at least a 45-minute delay, but this will grow steadily as no one is moving. If you're headed to Manhattan from New Jersey, definitely stick with the Lincoln or Holland tunnels. Alternate side parking is back in effect citywide. Cindy and Mary, back to you.
Guy, thank you. 5:13 right now. It's a Class Act Friday.
Chris Wragge is live at Newark Arts High School in New Jersey. We can hear him.
And you know what that means. You know what that means, ladies. On Class Act Fridays, that's when we ramp the volume up a little bit. We are at a wonderful school in Newark, New Jersey. This is a first-in-the-nation arts high school established almost a century ago. And this is a place where dreams come true, not for just a few, but for the many, because these kids are so talented, and this school sets them on the right course.
I actually started here as a drama major in my 9th grade year, and then in my 10th grade year I switched over to cinematography because I had a vision. I wanted to be able to broaden my talents and not just be subject to just acting. So being a journalist and being a fashion influencer on Instagram and TikTok.
What's your story?
I actually want to do these things. So taking the tools from the classroom and being able to put that forth into the content that I'm creating has been unbelievable, and I've seen results, not only from my teacher, but in real time with my audience.
You got any desire to be a news anchor?
I mean, hey, you know, I've always heard I want to do radio. Yes, thank you.
This is exactly the type of student walking the halls at Newark Arts High School. Highly motivated. Everywhere you look, you see high school students living out their dreams.
So you talk about talent around every corner. You're just walking down the halls just looking at a movie that you directed, shot, and edited.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
starred in from the looks of it.
Yes, sir.
So give me a little background on this pet project.
This is Outcast. Noah Shadow is a young martial artist who is trying to find himself in a world full of superheroes.
Yeah?
It's awesome. It's an original concept. You know, I put my heart and soul into this, and it's actually a 2-time film festival winner for the Newark International and Arts High.
That's fantastic. Congratulations, man.
That's my student.
It's such a space of positivity, and I love my major. I love what I do, and it's something that I want to go into when I get older.
She's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
My dad is a musician, and so was his father, and his father, and his father. So it's just lovely to continue on doing art.
Yeah. There's a lot of things to get inspiration from. I find a lot of inspiration from a lot of things that surround me. That's why I came here, because there's art everywhere. The music playing or the dancing and singing and even the acts, you find inspiration from that. Just your surroundings, you can pick inspiration from that.
You come in by the dance studio and you see dancers. You come in by the instrumental room and you see different types of instruments and different type of music every time. Jazz, Latin, soul, you know, classical. It's just a beautiful place to be in.
Arts High School in Newark is the place to be. It offers everything. And its leader, Principal DeNose, knows what she's doing.
They are my why. They are why I do it. They are amazing. They are so talented, and so it is an honor to serve in this role. It's a servant leadership role. Walking the halls, hearing, seeing, it is an amazing experience day in and day out. So while it is tough, it is something that brings so much joy to know that I'll have a piece of what is their long journey in this lifetime.
One of the great things about walking the halls here at Arts High School is you just never know when you're going to be confronted with a full choir.
So it's safe to say these halls are alive with the sound of music.
It's not the pale moon that excites me.
Your name stands above them all.
And if you're wondering if Arts has sports, yes, they do. One of the top basketball programs in the state, led by drama, art, and TV production majors who can throw it down.
Yeah, they do a little bit of everything here. Want to introduce you to some of the people you just saw. That's Latifa Abubakar right there. We've got Malachi Gwen, Hazi Barber from the basketball team, who we're going to talk to, and of course the principal, Devon DeNose, who is with us right now. Madam Principal, thank you for having us here. What a great morning so far. And this school is so different than any other school that I've been to because everybody here has got a talent that's beyond comprehension.
You are absolutely right, Chris. Arts High School is the first of its kind in the nation. Doors opened in 1931, but as you can see, we are still alive and kicking. We are rocking out. The talent is something that you can't measure here.
So we've got the artwork here. We showed obviously some basketball highlights. Everybody can sing, dance, act. Is it tough for a lot of your students to pick just one discipline that they want to excel at?
In fact, it is. So we've introduced the opportunity for our artist scholars to take minors. So as they would in college, they can also pursue something else that they're interested in because we have a lot of triple threats here.
Yeah, you're pretty proud of these kids?
I am immensely proud of them.
And you've got a history. You've been here a while, right?
I have been here a while, since 2017, so I moved up from vice principal to now proud principal, and it's an honor.
That's right, and they love you. They love you. I don't mean to cross you, so excuse me, but I want to talk with one of our basketball series there. Hazi, you guys have senior night tonight. I know you're not a senior, but it's a big game for you guys. You guys are having a great season so far. We saw some basketball highlights. This isn't just an Arts High School. Athletically, this place can do some things as well.
Yeah, we've been pretty good for the last 4 years. We've been attacking like as a Essex County.
Yeah,
we've been doing pretty good in the state. We're 9 in the state right now, so we're doing good.
Nobody thinks they're just going to come in and run roughshod over you guys. You guys got. I couldn't believe it. It was like watching an NBA team here the other day with a height on your team.
Yeah, we're all good on the team, so it's like even better for all of us to get better.
What's your major here?
Instrumental.
What do you play?
Flute.
All right, nice job. Good work. Really good work. Malachi Gwen, let me bring you in here. You know, talking with you, talking about your passion, you're an influencer. We showed some of that earlier. This is, you want to be a news anchor potentially. You got the talent, as I told you. But what's it like going to a place like this?
I mean, it's great. Today is just an amazing opportunity to, express my Jaguar pride. It's just a place that has supported me in so many ways with my influencer aspirations, with my TV aspirations, with my music aspirations. Then this has been the place where students can come to house their talent. So it's been a pleasure. Can we give it a round of applause, please?
Do me a favor, when you're looking for your first TV news job, stay far away from CBS2, okay? I like to hold on to my job a little while longer. Hey, really good to see you, though. Really good to see you. And Latifa, I'm going to cross you guys. I'm going to come right over here real quick. Excuse me for crossing in front of you like that. But your academic record is the stuff of legend. I mean, you've had some perfect scores on a lot of standardized tests for a long time. Are you even a little bit impressed with how smart you are?
Yes, I am. I cannot lie.
I know everybody else here is. You talk about being able to draw inspiration just everywhere you look in this school. Is that one of the reasons why you're so happy here?
Yes, it is one of the reasons I am happy here, including the environment, it is truly beautiful and it surrounds you and immerses you in art, and I love that.
Did you have any doubts that you were going to excel when you got here? Because I know everybody's got to kind of go through the audition process, but did you have any doubts?
No doubts at all.
Yeah.
Because as you said, I do have an amazing record, but I am also sure of the people here and the fact that they can help me improve myself.
Yeah. How about a big round of applause for everybody who just did live television here this morning? You guys are awesome. Principal Denos, thank you very, very much. I want to send it back to the studio, but as I mentioned before, I can't highlight enough just how special a student body this is here at Arts High School in New York. Mary, Cindy, let's go back to you.
Chris, you were right. You were telling me about it. I mean, just incredible talent. What an environment.
Every single person that spoke, you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they could get up this early.
Yeah, that was really sweet.
5:21 right now. Coming up next, an update from spring training in Florida.
Our first alert weather team tracking the wintry conditions we could see as we head into the weekend.
5:24, cold again out there today, and now we're dealing with some possible snow too, Tony.
Yeah, Mary, that's more tonight into tomorrow. We've triggered that yellow alert because we think this is going to be a little bit more of an impactful event than the last one, but I just wanted to show you this because I think it's impressive. Yeah, it's been a little cold this week, but when we look at the grand scheme of things here this month, we've had so many above average days, pretty much every day up until Wednesday, so no surprise that we're top 5 right now for warmest Februarys, and we're going to turn things around gradually. Yeah, next few days are still going to have a little bit of a chill, more of a seasonable cold. We've got that snow chance early Saturday, but then look at this 8 to 14 day outlook. If you want it warmer, we've got that for you, but again, not the case. We'll talk much more about that yellow alert forecast, all the impacts heading into the holiday weekend coming up in just a bit.
Tony, thank you. Now to a check on your first alert traffic. Here's CBS2's traffic reporter Guy Stanier with the latest.
Thank you, Cindy. Avoid the Cross Bronx and the George Washington Bridge. You can see standstill traffic on the eastbound side. An accident investigation as all lanes closed just past Jerome Avenue. Police are diverting all traffic off at Jerome. This is causing a huge delay all the way back to the George Washington Bridge. We already have about a 45-minute delay, but this is growing quickly. No one is moving. If you're headed to Manhattan from New Jersey, definitely stick with the Lincoln or Holland tunnels. Trucks headed to New England may want to consider heading up to the Mario Cuomo Bridge. Alternate side parking is back in effect citywide. Mary and Cindy, back to you.
Thank you, Guy. Footwear and sports apparel giant Nike says it will reduce its workforce around 2%. That's more than 1,600 people as part of a cost-cutting effort. The cuts are not expected to affect employees in stores or distribution centers. As of May 31st, the Oregon-based company had nearly 84,000 employees. The job cuts are expected to begin today and will be complete by the end of the first quarter.
5:26 right now. The countdown is on for opening day. Both the Mets and Yankees start the regular season March 28th. Spring training now underway for pitchers and catchers, and this is something Yankee fans have been waiting for. Cy Young Award winner Garrett Cole in uniform yesterday in Tampa as the Yankees held their first official workout of spring training. CBS2's Otis Livingston is in Florida for the start of spring training today. He'll be reporting from Mets camp in Port St. Lucie.
Still ahead, a delay on a bikeway project in Brooklyn. Why advocates think the project could make streets safer.
And it's a Class Act Friday. We're live from Newark Arts High School in New Jersey. First public arts high school in the country. Our Chris Wragge will be speaking with some future stars in the making.
This is CBS2 News This Morning.
We're live in Lower Manhattan this morning as we await a decision in former President Donald Trump's civil fraud trial, what fines he could face if convicted and how it could affect his ability to conduct business in New York.
Plus a major crash on the Cross Bronx Expressway, the traffic delays you could be facing during your morning commute.
And it is a Class Act Friday. Our Chris Wragge is live from Newark Arts High School. We're talking to some very talented students taking part in really incredible programs.
Good morning. It is Friday, February 16th. I'm Cindy Hsu.
And I'm Mary Calvi. Welcome to CBS2 News This Morning. As we mentioned, it's a Class Act Friday. So let's get back out to Chris Wragge. He's live from Newark Arts High School in New Jersey, highlighting some world-class programs for students.
Good morning. Mary, it's great here. Cindy, good morning to the both of you. If you're gifted academically, athletically, and you love a little drama, and who doesn't love a little drama, right? Well, then this is the place for you. You apply to Arts High School in Newark. You pray you get in, because once you do get in, sky is the limit. I cannot wait to talk more to the students here at this school. So impressive, coming up in a couple of minutes. But first, talk about impressive. Let's go back to Tony in the studio with your forecast. Tony?
Hey, good morning there, Chris. And of course, we love the arts, right? I mean, it's such a great way for kids to express themselves. And it always is a nice break from algebra as well. Not that algebra isn't fun. Winds, big story, heading out the door this morning. These are the gusts, okay? So the top winds you're going to feel. You're out there biking, thinking morning jog. Whew, get ready. That wind's got a lot to say this morning. We got top gusts, Poughkeepsie, 40 plus. That's more than tropical storm strength in the city. It's close to 30. So that 39 degrees doesn't sound all that bad, but check out what it feels like. It feels like below freezing. A lot of 20s on the map in terms of the feels like temperatures. So get ready for a cold day. You're dressing for it, gusty on the ride. Temperature is not all that bad in terms of any slick spots. We'll be able to climb up a little bit the later we go, but then the focus will shift. Winter weather advisories for a system to our south. We've issued a yellow alert for it. We'll talk timing and totals. Mary, when I see you in just a bit.
All right, Tony, thank you so much. At 5:32, we're going to get a check now from Guy Stanier on that major situation on the Cross Bronx. Guy.
That's right, Mary. We're starting with a live look at the George Washington Bridge. You can see cars and trucks barely moving here at the toll plaza. This is due to an accident investigation that has all lanes closed on the Cross Bronx just past Jerome Avenue. Let's take a look at some video shot just a few moments ago. All traffic being diverted off the roadway at Jerome Avenue. This is causing at least a 45-minute delay at the George, but this is growing quickly. If you're headed to Manhattan from New Jersey, definitely stick with the Lincoln or Holland tunnels. Trucks headed to New England may want to consider heading up to the Mario Cuomo Bridge. Alternate side parking is in effect today citywide. Mary and Cindy, back to you.
Guy, thank you. A decision could come today in New York's civil fraud case against former President Donald Trump and his businesses.
It's one of 3 big Trump cases we're watching today. CBS 2's Elijah Westbrook is live outside the courthouse in Lower Manhattan. Elijah.
That's right. Well, Mary and Cindy, as you mentioned, a decision could come down as soon as this afternoon in Donald Trump's civil fraud case, all according to sources. This as it's been a busy, even a significant week for the former president's legal calendar.
Donald Trump could be hit with millions of dollars in penalties and other sanctions in the decision by a New York judge in a civil fraud case alleging he inflated his wealth on financial statements to banks. $370 million is what it could cost him. During closing arguments in January, Mr. Trump said, quote, "I'm an innocent man." Meanwhile, in Georgia on Thursday,
did you or did you not, by May the 30th, 2023, have had sexual relations with Miss Willis, yes or no? Yes or no? Yes.
A disgusted Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis upset as she testifies in court during a hearing on whether she should be removed from the election interference case against Trump. She's being accused of having a relationship with another prosecutor. Willis strongly denies that a personal romance with the colleague presents a conflict of interest.
Let me tell you which one you lied in. Right here. I think you lied right here. No. This is the truth, Judge. And it is a lie. It is a lie.
Also on Thursday, a New York judge ruled the first criminal trial against Trump in U.S. history will begin March 25th. This trial centers around a payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels, who claims they had an affair. Trump is accused of falsifying records to hide a series of payments to his former lawyer and fixer Michael Cohen. The payments are alleged to be reimbursements to Daniels to keep her quiet before the 2016 election.
And back out here live, Trump is pleading not guilty in that case. If he's found at fault, he could face up to 4 years behind bars. And that's the very latest here from Lower Manhattan. Elijah Westbrook, CBS 2 News.
Elijah, thank you. And be sure to stay with CBS 2. We're going to bring you the decision in that civil case as soon as it comes down. Live on our streaming platform, CBS News New York.
5:35 right now. A 16-year-old is set to face a judge this morning after being arrested in that deadly Bronx subway shooting.
CBS 2's Christina Fan has the latest update on the case live from Bronx Criminal Court. Christina?
Cindy and Mary, good morning. Police say that 16-year-old suspect will be charged as an adult and that he made no statements to police as he was arrested. Instead, he asked for an attorney. We again are expecting him to be arraigned early this morning on 1 count of murder and 5 counts of attempted murder for opening fire during a gang dispute on a Bronx subway platform during Monday's rush hour. 35-year-old Obed Beltran Sanchez was killed. His wife says he was a hardworking father of 2 from Mexico. 5 others were also hurt in the crossfire, including a 14-year-old who is now in custody. Police say that teenager was involved in a shooting in January that may have led to the gunfight. Police sources tell CBS2 cops are investigating 5 separate shooting and shots fired incidents over the past few weeks involving this ongoing beef over disrespect and social media drill rap. Again, police still searching for a 3rd suspect involved in Monday's shooting. For now, reporting live from Bronx Criminal Court, Christina Fan, CBS 2 News.
Christina, thank you. 5:36 right now. Celebration of Life was held Thursday at St. Patrick's Cathedral for a legendary transgender activist and performer, Cecilia Gentili, who died last week. Family and friends packed St. Pat's to say goodbye to Cecilia, calling her a true champion of equality and inclusion. LGBTQ advocates, actor, singer, fashion icon Billy Porter performed a tribute as a procession carried her casket into the church. Advocates say her service held at this historic Catholic church reflects the progress of inclusivity and acceptance of the trans community. Gentili died on February 6th at her home in Brooklyn. Her cause of death is unknown. She was 52.
A traffic safety project still in limbo. Advocates want a bikeway in Brooklyn finished, but others say not so fast. The project in question is along Underhill Avenue in Prospect Heights. The plan was to change some 2-way streets to 1-way and implement traffic calming measures like shortened crosswalks and dividers in the middle of the road. The project was mostly complete when it suddenly put on pause in September. Transportation officials then put up signs linking people to a survey on what they think of the plan. Neither City Hall nor the Department of Transportation replied directly to CBS2's request for comment.
5:37, it is a Class Act Friday.
Let's send it out to Chris Wragge, who's live at Newark Arts High School in New Jersey. Students and staff have been with us all morning. Chris, how's it going?
It is going great so far. I mean, does it sound like it's going great so far? You know, each year, 175 new kids get admitted into the 9th grade here. So once you're in, sky is the limit. Coming up, we're going to introduce you to some more students here. Not only are they thriving, but they're also looking up to some past alums. That's all coming up next here on this Class Act Friday here from Arts High School in Newark, New Jersey. And we welcome you back to CBS2 News this morning. It's a Class Act Friday. We're live this morning at Newark Arts High School in Newark, New Jersey. They start them young around here. This is the B4K program that looks to ensure kids exposure before kindergarten. These are 3rd and 4th graders, or 4-year-olds, I should say, from Michelle Obama Elementary School that come to Arts High School for ballet lessons. The students and the principal, they teach the kids. Totally cute, totally cute. Now, we go from the little kids to the bigger kids, and what a turnout here this morning on this Class Act Friday. These kids are all so gifted and talented, and they've got an alumni to look up to that is second to none. Wait to hear some of the names that have walked the halls here. We're going to have that for you coming up in just a moment. But first, Tony, let's go back to you in the studio with an update on the forecast.
Hey there, Chris. I love the excitement behind you on this Friday. Got some exciting stuff to show you out there, too. Our weather watchers are reporting on in as well. So let's get to a couple of their readings. Let's head up first to Rockland County. We're getting a report 31 degrees. Hello to Walter out there. Good morning to you. So thanks for shouting out with us. Enjoy your Friday and bundle up. Totally agree there as we start off the day. Okay, got another one to show you. Let's go all the way up to Sullivan County. As you'd expect, a little bit colder there. Hello to Tony. Love that name, by the way. What are you saying out there? So you saying feels like 17. John, Tony are Weather 18, we appreciate you tuning on in. A couple awesome photos from you as well as you're getting a little bit of fresh snow. That's really where you guys have been hogging most of the snow, not a ton around the city. And let's go down to Queens, shall we? Where we got 36 degrees. Les saying hello this morning. Made a great point, too, by the way. Last year on this day, 70 degrees. And how about this? Look at this. I want to show you this pretty cool picture there. Did you make this? Snowman just hanging out there. Is that crossed legs? That's pretty impressive. Got another one to show you as well. Let's head over to the big board. And I want to shout out this family out there in Farmingdale. Look at this. Snowman bigger than the both of them. I don't know how long it took you to do this, but this is pretty impressive stuff. Thanks so much for sharing. And somehow he's just hanging out in shorts and a t-shirt. Looks like it's spring out there. 39, mostly clear start. That wind is still whipping. Sustained at 17 means higher gusts. We got one system departing. Another one on its heels moves in late tonight. We've triggered a yellow alert just because we think we get a little bit more snow out of this. Slippery roads, the primary concern. On Futurecast, no issues to start your Friday. We hang on to sun, so you want sunglasses, but then clouds move in. You got some snow. The thing about this is there is some steady snow, but it doesn't last forever. It's quickly gone by early, but there could be another little impulse with a few snow showers during the day before we brighten things out your Sunday. I think the rest of the holiday weekend looking good. In terms of totals, we could pick up a decent 2 inches out of this, so it's going to be more than what we had last night. And I think the bigger numbers are going to be further south. So perhaps you're taking a trip down D.C., Baltimore area, you'll pick up a little bit more. So of the 3 weekend days, I like Monday a little bit better. Sunday's a little windy, Monday's a little warmer, and still bright.
Just the fact that it's a 3-day is nice.
Yes. Maybe not for us. But
right. Thanks so much. We want to talk about traffic. What trouble it is. What trouble is out there this morning. Guy Stanier at 544.
That's right, Mary. Starting with the live look at the George Washington Bridge, just jammed here at the toll plaza. This is due to an accident investigation. All lanes are closed on the eastbound side of the Cross Bronx. Let's take a look at some video shot earlier this morning. All traffic being diverted off the roadway at Jerome Avenue. This is causing at least an hour delay at the bridge. This is growing quickly if you're headed to Manhattan from New Jersey. Definitely stick with the Lincoln or Holland tunnels. Trucks headed to New England may want to consider heading up to the Mario Cuomo Bridge. Alternate side parking is back in effect today citywide. Mary and Cindy, back to you.
Guy, thank you. 545. It's a Class Act Friday this morning. We're live from Newark Arts High School in New Jersey.
Our Chris Wragge live there this morning talking to some very talented kids. Hi, Chris.
Hello, ladies. Good to see you both. I'll tell you, talent like I've never seen before at this school. Very rarely do I come on these class acts and feel short. I've got the basketball team behind me right now. They've got senior night here tonight. They're hosting a game, and they are playing great this season. We're going to see from the basketball team coming up. But I want to talk about some of the great, incredible role models that have walked the halls. I want to go through these names here. Sarah Vaughn, Melba Moore, Connie Francis, Tisha Campbell of Martin fame, and, of course, the most famous of all, Michael B. Jordan. Can you believe it? They have all walked the halls here at Arts High School. These are tremendous role models, and one of the things that this school prides itself on is allowing its kids to not only learn here in the classroom, but then also to get out and get ready for the real world. Take a listen to this.
That is indeed one of my principles, one of my many goals. It is important that our artist scholars know that their possibilities are endless. And the only way for them to really take that on, to accept that, and to know that is for the expansion and the exposure, right, beyond Newark.
As in Carnegie Hall.
I was pretty nervous because it's a whole different atmosphere. It's a theater, you know, it's something completely different than just singing here at school or singing here at church, but it was an amazing experience and I really enjoyed it.
Want to get back there one day?
Yes.
Julia Rocha is a star in the making. Carnegie was a highlight, but she delights in singing every day.
I've actually been singing since I was little. I'm a part of the worship team at my church as well, so everything that I learn here, I practically apply it to church as well, so it's constantly a routine of just vocal and vocal and vocal every day, but it's something that I enjoy.
Above all thrones and dominions, all powers and positions, your name stands above them all.
The film students just returned from the thrill of a lifetime, a trip to the Sundance Film Festival. 4 students from each class were selected to see what filmmaking is all about.
We actually got to do a Q&A with some of the directors, so I got to ask them like how their experience was and kind of like feel for myself if this is something I really want to pursue or not. I would like to make movies, and when I do get to that point, I want to make like a thriller movie or a horror movie, something that'll scare people.
You want to find your purpose, you want to find, what you're good at. So if I could just be an example of like, look, I'm from Newark, if I could reach it, you can reach it.
I look up to him a lot in the acting business, and I really want to not be him, but show that more can come out of Newark.
I remember sitting in those drama classes, Mr. Gonzalez, going over monologues. And then later on in life, you realize that he was just giving you tools to prepare you for opportunity.
Everybody wants to, do their best, and we all, at the same time, we uplift each other. You know what I mean? So I may do a monologue, and it may be killer. And that motivates the person that's going after me. I got to do better than that. I got to get the audience crying. You know what I mean? So it's a competitive nature, but it's also fun at the same time.
You really love it, though. I
love this. I love this. This is my passion.
How can you not love it? Joining us now, Julia Rocha, Marvin Talbert, and Isaiah Miller, who you just heard from a second ago. Isaiah, I want to start with you. Everybody that I showed that piece to, you can just see it in his eyes how passionate he is about this. Can you just explain to the folks at home just what this place means to you and what, as a drama major, just how much this just fuels you every day?
Yeah, as a drama major, I feel like I've really been given the opportunity to work on my craft and really become the best actor I could be. But also, I really appreciate how arts doesn't only let you just be your major. You're able to do so many things. I sing, act, dance, play instruments, and I'm able to do all that and learn every skill and master those skills here while also being a drama major. That's incredible.
What instruments do you play?
I play drums, piano, and guitar.
When did you learn that you had all this talent? Early?
Yeah, I was little.
Isaiah, I love it. It was great talking to you as well. I really wish you the very best of luck. Marvin, we heard from you earlier on the show when you and I kind of met in the hallways when I was visiting here a couple of weeks ago. You have written, produced, edited your own movie. I mean, you talk about a triple threat, jack of all trades, huh?
Yes, sir. Jack of all trades, triple threat. Yes, sir. God willing.
So what was it like to come up with that idea, put it on film, and you've won a couple of awards. Tell me about that.
Well, I won the Arts High Film Award, and I won a Newark International Film Festival. Shout out to Kenneth Gifford. You already know what I'm saying. It was amazing. It was an amazing process. It took a lot of personal growth and a lot of grit to get forward and, really create that story and build it around my life.
You really are at the right school, right?
Yes, sir. 100%.
You enjoy walking down the halls? I mean, it's to see you on your laptop kind of looking at your work the other day. I mean, I kind of snuck up on you. I'm like, what are you looking at? You're like, I actually wrote, produced, and directed this.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like I always watch my work to learn from myself and, to learn, get better and things like that. So, yeah, it's all been.
Good job, Mario. Continued success and best of luck. Excuse me. Julia, Carnegie Hall. Wow, how do you top that?
Just an amazing opportunity. I'm so glad to be there. It was just an amazing experience, yeah.
Now, the running joke is to get back, practice, but how about, what is the next step for you about maybe possibly getting back to Carnegie Hall and performing again one day?
Yeah, just want to go back to performing. I know it's just an amazing opportunity as well as performing at Prudential Center, the Star Spangled Banner, and Lift Every Voice and Sing, all these amazing experiences. I'm so glad to be part of Arts High.
We talk all the time about how talented everybody is. How much competition do you face on a day-to-day basis with the other kids at the school that have the same kind of talent that you do?
I mean, I look around and I see just all this talent, and I'm like, can't top that, but I just love working with everybody. Everybody's just in unison. We just come one big family, so no competition.
Awesome, Julia. Thanks. Hey, Walter, come with me real quick. Hey, Coach, where are you? Real quick. So, Coach not only played here and was a star basketball player at this school, Coach, now you got a big game tonight, and I know Michael B. Jordan was actually a teammate of yours back in the day as well.
Yeah, 2005. When I was coming in, he was going out. So, but we cool. We cool.
You're looking forward to tonight, senior night?
Yeah. It's one of my seniors right here, Anthony Akondi.
We wish you the best of luck, guys. Thank you guys all for being here. I'll tell you, talking about a talented group. Thank you, Julia, Marvin, Isaiah. Plenty more class act from Arts High School here in Newark, New Jersey, right after this.
Oh, Chris, it's just been so incredible to hear all their stories. What talent in Newark. Coming up, Target launching a new line of budget-friendly products. What items you can next see on the store shelves.
And get ready for some more cold weather with snow on the way. How much snowfall we can expect and how you can prepare before you head out the door this morning.
Add a layer before you head out today. Bundle up, right, Tony?
Yeah, Mary, the chill is here. You can't really tell if you just check in your phone and you look at the temperature because it's the wind that's going to make all the difference. And these winds are gusting. The good news is it's not going to be the case all day, but the moment you step outside in Poughkeepsie and you got 43 mile per hour to deal with, and that's going to make for some tough pedaling if you're biking to work or something like that. So you see the wind gusts kind of start to back off as we approach noon, but then look at this. By the time we wrap things up, we're more down to a gentle breeze. That's kind of how we start the day on Saturday, but then we got another system that's going to stir up the winds yet again heading to the weekend. So still a relatively active pattern. Of course, we got some snow sandwiched in there. We'll take a closer look at that yellow alert forecast. Cindy, when I see you in just a bit.
All right, Tony, thank you. And something new from a popular retailer. Target is launching a new budget-friendly line of no-frills basics. The deal-worthy brand includes apparel, electronics, beauty products, and household items. Many are priced at less than $10. The line launches this month with new products expected to hit shelves throughout the year and into 2025.
5:56 right now. The Fairleigh Dickinson men's basketball team took on Long Island University last night in Brooklyn. But first, they had to get out of the elevator. The FDU players had to be rescued by the FDNY after the elevator that takes players from the locker room to the court at Steinberg Wellness Center got stuck. The game was delayed by about 15 minutes. The elevator incident didn't seem to slow down FDU. They won it in overtime, 84-82.
Oh, gosh. A major crash on the Cross Bronx Expressway still completely closed. We're live with the latest as commuters deal with delays over an hour.
And it's Class Act Friday all morning long. We are live from Newark Arts High School in New Jersey. Students and staff bright and early up this morning. Our Chris Wragge is leading our pep rally. We'll be introducing you to some incredibly talented students.